Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to SideQuest Sessions. I'm your host, Aaron Keyblade Shinobi, and here I have a guest with me today, y'all. I got my boy, Full Metal, or
What up with
JB,
y'all?
whichever one y'all want to call him. Introduce yourself to the people.
And I'm a content creator, so my handle I go by Fullmetal TV, or Fullmetal TV on YouTube. All the homies. I've been doing a lot of shit for YouTube for years, trying to get more into like the anime reviewing space and some of the. So I'm happy to be here and be a guest for the first time.
Hey, yeah, I met this guy, what, a few months ago?
Not that long ago, probably like what? Not 2 months, maybe 3 or 4 months. It's been a
Yeah,
little while.
it's been a
'Cause
while. Yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah.
still hot outside. It was still hot outside. I think,
Yeah, it
or it
was
was at
like,
least like fall time, right? Like
it
the
had to be in
beginning of
like May
fall.
or June, somewhere around there.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Because it's been some time since like we've all met up. I met you through Curious. I don't know if Curious like gave you like my information, or if he gave me your information. I don't know what happened, but we ended up connecting. It was like, oh no, this the homie, man. Like we
I
like the
think I
same
was in
shit.
her stream and then she raided out to you, and then I just stuck around inside the chat.
'Cause I remember she was telling me, she was like, "Yeah, I got a hobby that I think y'all would really like, be cool and shit like that." I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure. Like, break up through. Like, I'll definitely think we'd be cool." Once he like that, he started popping up to me the name with people. And I was like, "Oh shit, Kingdom Hearts. This dude got to be around
Word.
though." So it was an instant connection. So I'm glad we've been homies and we've been linking up and just doing shit for
X facts.
building real connections and shit like that. It's been nice. It's been great, man, for real.
Yeah, man. So we gonna jump into a few topics today, y'all.
Yeah, bro.
First
Well,
off,
before we start, man, how you doing today, man? How you feeling?
man, I'm
How
all
was your
right.
day today?
I had a pretty decent day. I
Mhm.
ain't gonna go too deep into what I did. Let's just say I had some company, and we gonna keep it at
Decent,
that.
decent. We gonna keep it at that, yo. Keep it at that.
Had me a had me a decent day today. Cooked some food. This Mike came today,
Oh,
so
sure.
I was having me a good day.
I'm glad to hear that, dog. You been chilling. You was in the crib. You was in the crib mostly today,
Yeah, I was in the crib all day, bro. I slept like until like 2 o'clock, I think.
as you should, dog. You work so much, man. You work those
Yeah,
long
bro.
hours.
I
You
slept
definitely.
until like 2 o'clock today. And last night I was just up on YouTube watching this like 11-hour long video. It's
Of
just
what, dog?
explaining the Call of Duty Black Ops
Hey,
zombie
yo.
storyline.
That's a crazy rabbit hole to be in and keep laying out there.
Yo, the lore is crazy, bro. So much
That
shit
lore
be
like
going
that.
on for that storyline, bro.
I didn't even know they had lore like that for. I knew it had lore and like it had a story to it. I think the last one I played that I somewhat understood was like Black Ops. But you know there's a lot of with
Yeah,
real
bro.
stories with this shit. And like it's a continuation. Like I'm assuming Seven got the newest shit in it or something like that for the lore of the story.
Mhm.
So that's why
Mhm.
people buy the game for zombies. So it's people like it's a community of people who love like Call of Duty zombies, like for real.
Yeah, mainly the
Okay.
people that
I didn't
continue
know that.
buying the Black Ops
I
series
didn't
is
know that.
for the zombies because they want to know more about the story and what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it was that big of a. I knew people love zombies, but I didn't know like there was a small niche gaming community of people where it's like, no, bro, I'm buying Call of Duty just to play.
Simply for zombies, bro. Like that storyline runs deep. It runs deep on that storyline.
Where does it start? What game? If you remember, I know it was 11
That's a
hours.
good ass yo, and I'm only 4.5 hours through it.
That shit got some lore.
The whole zombie storyline started from at World at War, Call of Duty World
Okay,
at War. That's where the zombie story started.
was that the first one? Yeah, that actually makes sense because that was the first one I think that did have zombies.
Mhm. And then it ran from that one through every Black Ops game, the recent Modern Warfare games. Cold War had zombies, I believe.
Hmm.
Advanced Warfare had zombies, but I don't think that zombies mode had anything to do with the story. I think they just put it in there simply for having it in there.
See, I didn't even know Call of Duty zombies layers to it, but now I understand. I get it now.
Yeah, bro. 11-hour video, and like I said, I'm only 4.5 hours through it, and
Yeah,
that's
man. That's Call of Duty for you. I guess it's like they say, it's never gonna die. It's
my
never gonna
homegirl.
die.
She be streaming Black Ops 7. Shout
Hmm.
out to Feisty Ram. Y'all want to go give her a follow. But yeah, she called it. That's ingrained in her blood right there.
Oh,
She
okay.
has played every Call of Duty game.
Yeah, no, I was like a big Call of Duty dude. Like, I loved Modern Warfare. I played Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2. I played 3, and then I think it was Black Ops 1, and then probably Black Ops 2 is where I was like, yeah, I'm. But my favorite experience was like dropping a nuke. That's like
Black Ops 2 was my shit.
Black Ops
Black
2.
Ops 2 was my shit. The maps on there, I loved every
Mhm.
single map on that. And then the zombies, because the Black Ops 2 zombies, the map was transit. And I'll tell you, I never completed the transit map. Never completed the transit
Roll for
map.
transit.
Once we got too high in the rounds, I got stuck in like this one corner of the map. Got a ray gun and just kept beaming everything that came my way.
Out the ray gun.
Meanwhile, everybody else still trying to complete the rest of the map, and I'm like, bro, I can't get out of this corner.
I mean, it is a box map, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, dog. We could definitely get into some of these topics, man. What you got first, man, for some topics, man? You got
Let
anything?
me
I got a couple things we could chop it up about. You make sure I grab my fucking information device.
word.
Make
So
sure I have
you've
my
been on this
shit.
content creator journey longer than I have. What's that been like?
I've been streaming probably for about 3 years.
I see you. Your audio cut out. There we go.
All right, yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I've been content creating for about 3 years now. I've been mostly streaming. I did a little bit of YouTube too. I feel like I balance in between, but I've never been a big dude with like the gaming skits and stuff like that. I feel like my angle that I've tried to take with my streaming and content creation, I've tried to like take the angle of like loving games and just enjoying games and like the reason why we pick up video games and the escapism of it, like all of that. So I feel like that's some of the stuff I've been trying to encompass. And I think for me personally on my journey, I think I've steadily grown for sure. But I know that like I've always told my homies like instant gratification is dangerous. It's like I know with this convoluted scene where it's like it's a lot of people doing some of the same shit I'm doing, and some of the people are a little bit more interesting to me. And I could say that, and I'm okay with that. But I do know that there's a niche community for me and for my people and for my stuff, and I'm just trying to slowly find that. And I think that's the joy that I do find in like content creation and streaming, like connecting with people and finding people who are like-minded and stuff like
Hmm.
that. It's always been a great journey to just do that. So like I feel like that's the precipice of like gaming. Like just like we were talking about earlier, like us playing Call of Duty. Like it's so many people you meet. Like even with you telling us like you met Curious through Apex, like just y'all being homies or like y'all being on there and y'all connecting on there and you met another homie through there somehow. And it's like I feel like streaming and gaming and the stuff that we do play on stream, like that will attract those certain audiences. And it does take some time depending on what type of audience you're trying to tap into. So I've been enjoying it though. I love it. I really do it. I think it's something I'm gonna be doing for a long time even if I'm not super crazy successful or no shit like that, like even with me, like with music, like I just love doing the shit. So I'm just gonna always do it because
Those who know me know that I only started content creating back in like May consistently.
you
And
were like
then
on and off.
yeah, I was on and off for like a good long minute because like I would stream on Twitch,
Hmm.
but like I had and still have this issue where I don't want to do something unless I have all the elements I need to do it. So for the longest time when I realized that I can stream from my PS5 straight onto Twitch, even though I can do it with my PS4 too. But like I never had a camera. I never had like a microphone. So I was like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to do it because A, y'all can't see me.
Right.
Y'all can hear me, but only through the controller. And I don't know how good that audio quality is.
Right.
So I never wanted to like constantly do it and then these people not seeing the person that's talking to them.
Right.
You're not seeing my reactions to none of these games. Y'all not seeing the emotion that's coming off of me. Y'all just hearing what's going on. And I didn't want to do that. So
Just have that.
I just did it on and off.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll go on stream, play, and like I don't want then I get bored of it because like nobody can see me and I don't want to do it no more. And then I'll stop. And back in May, finally or well, I finally got a laptop, I should say. I ordered like what kicked it off is that I ordered a capture card from TikTok shop.
Hmm.
Ordered a capture card. And then after I ordered the capture card, I had to find a laptop and I hit up my sister because I knew she had one. I was like, yo, you still use it? If not, let me get that. And she gave it to me.
Okay.
I was like, all right, that's step two. Now I need a camera. Yep. Now I need a camera. Ordered the camera. As soon as everything got to where it needed to be, hooked everything up and it immediately started streaming.
Do you feel like even now though, like, because even when we talk about it, like, we don't have everything we need to do it now, but like, do you feel like you're in a good place with the equipment and the stuff that you have? And you feel like you're in a good, like, I guess, setup and streaming schedule that you got going, and you feel like you still need to do some adjust?
I still need to adjust. I don't have a set streaming schedule and I really need to get one, but my job work schedule is also not set. So
What
because
person?
I have open availability, because I got open availability, they schedule me whenever. So
Right.
I usually got to do it on whatever days that I'm not like dumb tired or
Hmm.
days that I got off. So, and as you can see, I'm constantly upgrading my space.
Right.
So I
I
bought
think.
this desk after I moved into this place. Took my TV, it's right here on the desk. Got my
Hmm.
laptop right here, camera there. As you can see, bought another new microphone. I got this small microphone for content creation on TikTok. I bought a freaking ring light that goes like right above, so that way my space is a little bit more brighter when I'm on stream.
Hmm.
So I'm constantly doing stuff to upgrade what I already got going on. That's been fun. It's been fun, and plus I've been finding things that aren't really all that expensive. This only cost me like $30. Yeah, this only cost me like $30, and I tested it out on stream
Hmm.
just before we started,
Yeah.
and Crow was like, "Yo, that shit crisp." I was like, "Yeah, this shit got built-in noise cancellation on it."
You said it was you about $30.
Mhm. Built-in noise cancellation on it, microphone level is controlled on it, headphone level is controlled on it, even has an echo function,
And
and I
you
can
could
turn that
use it
up or
to
down.
like, so you could use it and connect it to your PS5 and stream with it.
I can, yeah. I just need to unplug it from the laptop and plug it into the PS5, I can use that as my microphone. And the best part is that now when I'm on stream with y'all and I want y'all audio to come out,
Hmm.
I don't need to worry about the echo from the TV no more because of the noise cancellation on the mic, and even then 'cause Imma keep talking, but watch this. You can't hear anything that I'm saying right now, not at all.
Oh,
But as
great.
soon as I move it back, this thing been getting like my desk has like a bar on it,
Yeah.
so, like, trying to hook it up onto the desk has been like an issue. Let's see if I can get this thing together. This shit got like a bar on. Alright, there we go. My bad, everybody. Well, technical difficulty. This thing has almost took me out. But yeah, everything has been coming together shortly. Well, slowly but surely, you know?
Hmm.
Just doing everything little by little rather than that's been another thing in my growth. I've been getting over trying to do everything all at once.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing everything little by little and taking it as I got it.
Yeah. I think that's the better approach with this shit. Is like, people are gonna move at their own pace. People got different things that got going on in their life. Like you got work, like just like you were saying, like that's a big chunk of your day. Just like with me. Like if I didn't have to take 8 hours out of my day or 11 hours out of my day of doing work, and I could focus on doing this, yeah, I know I would be further, but we need money, we need food, we need clothes, we need a roof over your head. It's just all honesty in the life that we live in. So, and we need the stuff that we need to stream. So we can't fund that with air. Like you need money. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, you got to do
And
what you got to
this
do.
and the content creating journey, you're not gonna see no bread from that
Yeah.
on a consistent basis for, like, a long while.
Yeah.
Like, it all depends on your follower count, your engagement, all of that. That's also why I had got that, I paid for the, Meta badge on, Instagram
Yeah. Yeah. I had seen that. That's why I was asking you
because
like benefits that it would have for you, stuff like that.
yeah, it has a bunch of benefits. I didn't even read through them. Like I told you, the passive one is that no one can create an account and
Yeah, I
claim
like
to be you. Yeah, so that's just a passive thing. They'll just prevent that as so long as you have the badge.
because I feel like that's
But
creating like an algorithm for you, like low key, because it
mhm,
like it's only your stuff, your name, nobody else can make it. So eventually, as you keep rolling content out under that name, it's going to keep going where it's going, and like nobody else can make a
mhm.
name under that. So it wouldn't be no feel like convolution in that. So that is good. Yeah, I was definitely asking about like what kind of things could they help with us being content creators. So that's good.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about like running an ad from some of my stuff
Hmm.
just to bring more viewers to my profile. But I'm probably gonna do that at some point in time. Who knows when?
I wanted to try
When
that
I
too.
find something that's like completely like when I find something that I think is like gonna blow up,
Right.
then I'll probably run an ad for it.
Yeah. Because I feel like I see those things on TikTok all the time where like I could promote my videos. I always wondered if anybody did it and what did it do, if it actually
So
worked.
many people do that on
And like
TikTok.
I didn't even know it was a big thing like that. But yeah, somebody else was telling me. And he was like, yeah, man, people always do that with their videos. It's a very
Mhm.
normal, common thing.
Yeah, it's one of the quickest ways to boost your engagement because it puts it out in front of more people. So it's one of the quicker ways to get the engagement going. It's like I got the Meta badge for Instagram. I could get it for Facebook also. And then Twitter, if you pay for the badge on Twitter, they'll pay you to post, but you got to
Really?
be consistent with your posting.
Okay. Okay. I did.
So like they're giving the opportunity for people that want to create the content.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta, pay for it like everything else.
Makes sense though. Might have to get to that for sure. But yeah, the content creation has definitely been it's a weird journey. It's not always an easy journey. I feel like it's definitely something that you have to like take some of the bumps and bruises with a grain of salt because it's something that you're probably gonna run into. Like you might run into a Discord of people who you think are really cool, and then that shit falls out and shit gets weird and all of that goes out the window. Or you're running a random
Hmm.
mad Twitch artists trying to make you shit and give you shit. You might run into some fraudulent people.
Yo, I run into that fucking Twitch artist shit every time I log into Twitter.
It's annoying.
Anytime I post my Twitch link on
It's annoying.
Twitter, so many people start contacting me like, "Hey, I designed logos and banners and all that." I'm like, I never asked for any of that.
It's not necessary. I think
All that
I think people
all I
try to
did was like
solicitate
post
that.
my
It's
link.
crazy. I think it's a better way to
Yeah.
do it. Definitely.
All I did was post my link and said, "Come watch the stream." That's it. I didn't ask. I didn't say I was looking for an artist.
That's
I
so
didn't say none
funny,
of that.
yo. It's easy, yo. It happens, yo, so quick.
And then even on Twitch, they'll jump in there, be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm liking your
Got
stream, pal.
pitch
You're
and
giving good
everything.
energy." They be like, "Hey, you giving good energy." Meanwhile, I've been silent this whole time, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, it's the worst shit ever. It is really,
They
especially
be
when
hitting you
you've
with,
been trying to get people in there, and you've been trying to get some engagement in there, and you think it's somebody in there being genuine. It hurts when you're trying to
right.
really respond to them, and you know this, like, oh, they're just trying to sell me some shit. This sucks,
Mhm.
but that's a part
Because
of the game.
they'll talk to you so
Yep,
normal up until they're ready to pitch whatever it
yep,
is that they're pitching.
yep.
And I'm like, "I don't want it. I didn't ask for it. Don't want it.
They-
Like, I didn't come to you for this. You came into my stream and decided to, like, pitch your own shit." This is why I have a, time thing for stream elements and be like, "Hey, any digital artists, do not promote your stuff in stream
It's a
because I
given
can't."
now because it's like you have to do that because all of us who are like trying to slowly grow. It's like whoever sees us, like I ran into a couple people. I've ran into people who told me to make them a mod, and they're like, "Yo, I really like your stuff," and like, "Yo, what's up? What's up?" And I've had people come through and frequently come back, and like, if I don't buy anything, then they're like, "Oh, you're terrible. You're a terrible business." But I'm like, I never told you I was gonna buy anything from you, sir. You told me you
Right.
wanted to link in with my stream and wanted to add me on Discord and all of this stuff. And it's like once I don't decide to work with you financially, then it's a problem. So it's like, yeah,
Mm,
doing that with streaming, you definitely gotta be ready for that and be wary of it and be okay with it.
and they'd be like, "Well, you said you were gonna buy art," and I was like, "I never said that. Never told you I was buying art. I said it's cool if you add me on Discord. That's it. Never said I was
That's
buying
it,
no art
bro.
from you.
I'm not buying nothing.
Never said any of that. I
Nine
ain't
times out of
buying nothing."
10, y'all can probably figure out how to do it yourself. And I know sometimes I definitely just like you like saying, like sometimes doing all of the stuff yourself can be exhausting, but if you take the time and space it out, it won't be that crazy. Especially even trying to learn a
Yeah,
new
it's
skill,
not that bad.
like trying to learn
Yeah,
something
it's
that
not
you
that bad once you really lock
yeah,
into what it is that you wanna do. It's really not that bad.
yeah.
And that's like when on my first podcast episode,
Hmm.
mentioned Kendrick Lamar's little bar, and like, "We got the same 24, what you mad for?"
Yeah.
We got the same 24 hours to do whatever it is that we wanna do with these 24 hours. If content creation is what you wanna do, you gonna put that work in regardless of if you tired, whatever it is, you gonna put that work in to do what you wanna do. 'Cause I be telling people, I was like, "When I'm not here at work, I'm at home at work."
Right. Exactly.
Like, I'm working one way or another.
Yeah. Because my girl, I even
And
told her
then
like that stuff is something where like even when I started streaming, like it was this thing where like money was tight and stuff was going on financially for me. But it was like I told my girl, I was like, yo, I'm gonna get a second job. And, like I was already streaming and I had got affiliated and like stuff was going well. And she was just like, just keep doing that. She was like, you are working already. Like that's already your second job. I would rather you do something that you love and you enjoy and you really got passion for it. You going to go get another fucking 9 to 5 that you hate coming home depressed, having no time for the stuff that you actually want to do. So definitely, if you
mhm.
love it and you want to do it, make sure you take care of it. Know that it's not going to always love you like you love it, and just understand that it's a relationship that it's going to take some compromise. But I feel like if you keep doing what you're doing, and you love what you love, don't make it too late. Definitely keep trying to do what you're doing. I'm never going to stop doing what I'm doing, so make sure you don't let none of the bullshit get you. Show.
And then most of those big content creators, their main advice for people, because they get asked all the time,
Yeah.
"What do I need to do to start content creating?" And they always respond with, "Just make the content.
Yeah, exactly.
Make the content. Post the content that you make. Make the content. Post it. Eventually, you're gonna get to where you wanna be. Yeah, it's gonna be a long journey, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay." My 2 of my biggest inspirations for this content creation is all of y'all, for one, because you, Crow, Ren, K, all of y'all. Y'all really had me lock into it.
So
After I met y'all, I locked smooth into it. I was like, "These
definitely
motherfuckers
just
are
like
doing
we
it."
already felt like you. That's why I say you just joined the group and you was already there. You was like super helpful and like you were down to be helpful. And I always try to tell people, like, even with that Discord stuff, like people be coming in there expecting like you to be some sort of like promotion service or some shit. Like, dog, I
Mhm.
always made that shit for like us to come through, communicate with each other, talk to each other when we need to, show each other cool shit when we need to. And yeah, also we all content create. And I want to let the homies know when we're streaming, but it's like it's never forced to get for y'all to come in here. And I think that makes us support each other even more because it never feels like, hey, you gotta do this like, oh snap, JB
Mhm.
streaming at this time. We all got to make sure we in here. It's like, no, it's never been like that. It's always going to be a
Mhm.
carefree environment because I don't want people to feel like this is a corporate environment or some weird shit. Like, yeah, we trying to make money and figure it out, but we also trying to like build bonds, relationships, and like
Word.
making sure we have that for a lifetime, so we can really chop it up and talk about that shit 15 years later. Like, and I think that shit'll, as we're doing something now, like, I never some shit like this. But like, it's a beautiful thing how we slowly but surely start to do new things, and you let your homies know, like, hey man, I'm doing this thing, and like now we also are trying to lock in more and do more things and just try to put our content out different ways and shit like that. And I think we
Mhm.
all helping each other grow, and I think that shit is super cool to see in real time.
And the other big inspiration that I got is the Shits and Gigs podcast. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but the Shits and Gigs podcast is two guys from the UK,
Okay.
two black guys from the UK. They just sit for about an hour, talk about random shit. They'll like get a question of the day
Yeah.
and they'll rattle off like replies that they got for that particular question.
Okay.
It should be funny as hell because their reactions are hilarious. But these guys, they are currently 35. They started when they were 30
And I think
and
I know
they
who you're talking. Were they talking
they
about Kingdom
blew the
Hearts and
fuck
stuff?
up.
Like Kingdom Hearts? Do they have clips about talking about gaming and stuff like that? I might see them on
They
Instagram.
have clips talking about anime. I know that much.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not so sure
You'll have
about
to send it
gaming,
to me so I can see it.
but they blew up.
Hmm.
Like they have gone on tours. They went on tour in Australia recently. They did a tour here in the US. They sold out the
Podcast tour
O2 arena. Yeah. They sold out the O2 arena in the UK, and that's their biggest arena out there
for a podcast. Okay.
for a podcast,
All
bro.
right. That's fire.
And I'm just like once they started on their journey, they were each working actual jobs.
Hmm.
And eventually it got to the point where they no longer needed jobs. Like this was their job. They were just getting paid.
To talk about shit that they love.
Mhm.
That's good.
And talk about shit that they love. And I was like, you know what? I like talking about shit that I love.
Then let me give a go at that, dog. Let me see what I
And
can do.
let me go talk about some shit. Somebody's gonna find it
Yeah.
interesting.
I feel that because I mean,
Somebody gonna find that
I've
shit interesting.
always been I haven't been a super big podcast dude. Like, I mean, I have a couple podcasts that I listen to. I'm big into rap and stuff like that. So like, it's a lot of like I listen to like Joe Budden podcast because he talks about like a lot of hip hop and shit like that. And then I listen to like the Grits and Eggs podcast because they talk about like a lot of black issues and shit like that, mix of everything. And I think what you were saying earlier with the two dudes that you kind of watched, I feel like watching like the Grits and Eggs podcast has been something to just inspire me to be like, you know what, I could get on the camera of some shit that I just really am passionate about. But he's probably gonna fuck with that. Like, and I think that I seeing you do it, I was like, oh shit, man, I want to try to be a part of that in some regard. So I just want to say thank you for starting, dog. Like just doing this shit, just being like, yo, I'm just gonna do a podcast. Right? I was about to do this
No,
shit.
what's crazy is that my for the long I've had the idea to do a
Hmm.
podcast for like years and I just never sat down and did it
Yeah.
until I had a talk with my boy probably like the same week that I moved in here because the a few days prior to me moving in here, I helped my boy and his mom move and then our other boy came and helped us too.
Hmm.
And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. I was like, I already came up with like a name for it. I already got like a profile picture for it. I was like, I just didn't start it. He was like, what are you waiting for? I was like, I don't know what to talk about. I was like, most have like topics that they like chop it up about. He was like, bro, he was like, your first episode is just you introducing yourself to the people and telling them who you are and what you like to do.
Right.
After that, everything just flows.
Feel
And
that.
I was like, yeah, yeah, that's true. And then my brain was like, but what about after that?
Right.
What am I supposed to do after
Yeah.
that? But because like I'm an overthinker. I'm thinking
That's
about
just
any and
cool. It's
everything.
like
Yeah,
it'll
I'm
be
thinking
one
about
episode.
any and
It's
everything
like,
at the same time.
what's next? And then like episode 2, then
Yeah.
episode 3, and like if I talk about that thing, I can't talk
Mhm.
about that same thing again. Like, what am I gonna do? It's like you
Mhm.
can't light that fire under yourself already like that. Just be patient. Because at the end of the day, you're talking like you were saying earlier, you're talking about shit that you love. So it shouldn't be that hard. And if anything, you
Yeah.
got a lot of shit that you love. And you can attack it from different ways. And that's just how you gotta kind of
Mhm.
look at it. Like there's so many ways we could talk about. So it's like, once you kind of get that on, you start to understand like it's different ways I could attack this, man. I'll be all right. I think you'll be good. Like, cause you definitely like, as I met you, you're just a multifaceted dude. Like you like a lot of different shit that like I wouldn't even expect you to like. Like when you were telling me like you mess with the musicals and stuff like that, I was like, oh,
Boy,
I've never
don't get
been
me started.
like I've always just hated musicals. Like, but my mind always goes to like High School Musical and like shit
Yo,
that's
High School Musical was
corny.
my shit.
And
I
I'm
ain't gonna
like,
lie to
but
you.
I understand, like, that's what I'm saying. I've never understood, but as I've gotten to know you and as you've shown me more and more things, I'm just like, oh shit, this shit is fucking like here. This shit is different. Like, this is a different way of storytelling. And this is crazy. It's fire, and you really gotta sit down
Mhm.
and lock in with it and understand it before you judge it or assume it's just, motherfuckers dancing and singing. Like, it's really not
Yeah,
that at
bro.
all. So I
Like,
appreciate like trying to see that.
my thing is movie musicals. Broadway musicals, I probably, wouldn't be able to get into
Mhm.
because there's no mysticism about it for me personally.
Got you.
Because like, I'm just watching y'all run back and forth on the stage and then try to switch sets as you're going through
Yeah.
each scene. There's no mysticism in it for me. There's no
Mhm.
camera cuts.
Right.
I can't zoom in on the emotion of your face. The silent beats don't hit because there's no production behind it.
Right.
And there's not to say that there's not production with Broadway
Yeah,
musicals.
of course.
There's just not the same production as
That
a
same
movie
level.
musical.
That same level.
Yeah, and I mainly feel that way because I love movies and TV and production behind it.
Mhm.
So my gen my general like for music and then movies just came together in movie musicals. And I grew up watching so many movie musicals because Disney was the king of that shit.
And
And then
see,
you
I
got
never thought
Grease.
about that. I was even telling my girl that, like, I'm a Disney kid, bro. I love like Disney movies is my shit. But like when I think
Mhm.
about, and I just can't wait to be king. Like I can
Mhm.
now when I think back about how much the shit had singing and dancing in it and had those beats in it. And it was my girl was like, yeah, those were musicals. Like you were watching musicals. I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
you're more focused on the story than you
yeah,
are
exactly.
the actual music. And that's why I like movie musicals because I can focus on that story while still enjoying the music.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. That brings a lot of full circle for me. Even when I think back of playing Kingdom Hearts and playing The Little Mermaid or Kingdom Hearts
Bro,
2, for me personally, when I was a kid, I was like, hey, yo, what the fuck is this
the
bullshit?
only skippable world because I was expecting to fight when I got there. I fought in the first time I went there. Why can't I fight in this one? Now the whole thing, I'm doing a full blown
Full
musical in this
musical,
one.
dog, full quick time events. You mashing your
But
controller. That's it. But for
but to
some
their
reason,
credit,
I've grown to love that part, and I don't hate it. I don't necessarily like think it's the worst shit. I don't think it's the greatest shit, but like I've grown to understand maybe their minds when they were doing that because it's a good like pacing where it's like, all right, now this is gonna be a little bit
so
more chill. But I wonder what their angle was when they thought about
I was about to say, in their defense, when you go to Atlantica in Kingdom Hearts 1, you're not if you paid attention to the rest of the worlds, they all follow the plot of whatever movie that they're from. Atlantica and Kingdom Hearts 1 did not follow the plot of their movie. That was a whole
that was
original
just the
plot for
original
Kingdom
plot for the
Hearts.
story. King.
Kingdom Hearts 2 Atlantica followed the plot of The Little Mermaid.
Right.
So that's why that one was strictly music because it was just following the plot of the movie.
That makes a lot of sense. Understood.
Yeah, that's the only thing, and that's the only skippable world in the game.
Right. You can skip that world. You don't even have to
Yeah,
do it.
you don't need to do that world to complete the
Yeah, you
game.
just want
The
if you
only
want to
reason why
keep
you
the
would need to
theme and
go
all of that, and you get what do you get a spell from that?
Yeah, the only reason why you would need to keep going to that world is to get the Orichalcum Plus at the completion of the world.
Right. Right. So you
And the
can
only
make
reason why you would need
the
that
ultimate.
is for the ultimate weapon. Yeah. That's the only reason why you would need it. Other than that, you don't have to go to that world at all. You can skip it and do everything else. And bro, but yeah, man, this whole content thing, doing it and taking clips from the podcast that I did last week,
Yeah.
one of those clips fucking blew up on TikTok.
Real.
Yeah, and
Right.
I'm like, now I understand why they say just make the
Just
content
do
because
that shit.
you never know which one of your shit is gonna go.
Right.
You know, you never know which one's gonna blow up. This clip, I posted 2 clips from last week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
One clip got 221 views,
Right.
while the other one got 1,623.
Was there a
A
difference
drastic difference.
in like what you
Drastic difference.
posted, like in what the clips had, the content of the clips or anything like that?
That's the thing. Both clips were talking about the same topic.
Just different shit
They
in the
were
topic.
I was talking about Wicked for Good.
Okay.
And then one clip, I was like, "Hey, no good deed." Cynthia Erivo, she did her thing on that song. I was like, "That is the best song in the movie because of the emotion and the implications behind the song and
Mhm.
the story, and how it kept cutting from her singing to Fierro basically getting beat to death in the freaking hayfield." I was like, it worked so perfectly.
Right.
And then the other clip, that one was talking about how Bach got turned into a Tin Man and how his anger at the Wicked Witch is misplaced because she saved his life by turning him into tin.
See, this is
Because if
crazy.
you,
It's too much depth. Yep.
because yeah, so if you, since you don't know, the Tin Man's whole story is that he was playing around because you know the Wicked Witch has a sister, the Wicked
Yeah.
Witch of the East,
Yeah.
right? So when they were in college,
Mm-hmm.
he liked Glinda in college, right?
Okay.
And Glinda didn't like him. So he went up to Glinda and was like, "Hey, when we have this dance, when we go to the dance later," he's like, "I'm going to be saving a dance for you. I'll be there on the dance floor waiting for you all night."
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "You know what would really make me happy?" And he's like, "What?" And she's like, "You see that girl over there in the wheelchair? It would make me so happy if somebody took her to the dance." And then he was like, "Oh, well, I could do that." And she's like, "You would do that for me?" He was like, "I'll do anything for you." So then he took this girl to the dance under false pretenses.
Uh-huh.
And they get to the dance. He's about to tell her the exact reason why he took her to the dance until he sees Glinda kissing on dude on the dance floor.
And
And then he switched up his tone. It was like, "It's because you're so beautiful. You know what? Let's go dance." And now this girl thinks that the two of them is meant to be together because he's showing her so much
so much
attention and so
affection.
much affection. So then 5 years go by, the two of them are still together and he doesn't want to be with her.
Right.
But instead of telling her that, he's just
There.
going through the motions of being with her.
Yeah.
And then he reads a magazine article that says Glenda's about to get married to this dude. And he's like, "Fuck no." He's like, "Hey, look, I gotta go." He's like, "I need to leave." He's like, cause like he tried to stop it before he saw that. He was like, "Hey, so I'm gonna go away for a little while."
Right.
He was like, "I'm not going forever, but I'm going away for a little while." And she felt some kind of way about that because she felt something was off.
Mm-hmm.
So she restricted all travel for Munchkins in Munchkinland. And he was like, "The fuck you do that for?" She was like, "Nah, you can't leave me.
Shit.
You played with this girl hard for 5 years. Now
Yo.
you stuck.
That's
Now
the
you
it's the
stuck." Like
lesson.
what?
It's the lesson in that.
Yeah. So once he saw the magazine, it was like, "Nah, I got to get the fuck up out of here."
Mm-hmm.
It was like she about to get married to the wrong dude. And like, I'm supposed to be me.
Right.
It's like, I love this woman. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Listen, it wasn't supposed to go this way." He was like, "I've loved her
Right.
since I met her." He was like, he's like, "I never felt that way about you." So then she was like going off. She's like, "Oh, you're heartless." He was like, "You're not leaving me," shit like this. So
Mm-hmm.
she went to the Wicked Witch's spell book and started reading from it. And her sister's like, "Hey, no, stop. You're reading that shit all wrong." and then she ended up shrinking his heart. Like, it kept shrinking to the point where it was about to, like, straight up disappear and he was gonna die.
Okay.
So then she was, like, begging her sister to save him, and she, like, wheeled herself out of the room, and then Wicked Witch ends up saving him by turning him into tin. That was the only
That was
way
the
that he
only
can be
way he
saved.
could live.
Yeah, that was the only way that
And
he
so
could
that's the
survive what she
story of
did to him.
Tin Man. That's how you
That
became.
was the only reason why she could survive, why he was able to survive what she did to him. And when she came out the room, she was like, "How is he? Is he doing all right?" She's like, "What happened to his heart?" She's like, "He's fine. He's sleeping." He was like, "Don't worry about his heart. You won't need it now."
Yeah.
So then when he woke up and realized that he was made out of tin, Buddy was pissed. He was like, "What the fuck happened to me?" He came bursting out the room like the door was locked. Boy came bursting out the room, started chopping at the door with the axe. He's like, "What the fuck happened? What you do to me?" She was like, "It wasn't me." She was like, "It was her. It was my sister, the Wicked Witch." I'm like, "So you just gonna throw her under the bus?" I'm like, "Bitch, this is your
Damn,
fault."
this is the reason why. Okay. I never knew
I was like,
these
"Bitch, this
stories
is your
had
fault."
so much like origin.
And like that clip was me talking about his crash out because he
Mhm.
was like, "Hey, she turned me into fucking tin. We need to burn this bitch, kill her, get her out of
Bro,
here." And I'm like, "Bro, she saved your life. She
she
saved your
pissed
life."
about being Tin Man. I mean, I understand. I guess you wake up and now you're a Tin Man, but I mean, you was about to
See,
die.
I was like, "You reap what you sow," because you've been playing with her heart for 5 years, and then when she decides to go off and shrink your heart, you was about to die.
Yeah,
Only reason why you was alive is because of the Wicked Witch. You should be thanking her that you not dead.
because you did what you
You get to
did.
live.
You had to
Yeah,
learn
you
that
get to
lesson
live.
somehow.
Like, there's a caveat for it. Like, yeah, you alive, but you made out of tin, but at least you're alive.
Yeah, that's real. That shit's fire. I appreciate that backstory, man. Well, I never knew Tin Man was that fucking depressing. Knew it was sad.
Bro, Neff was angry. If you could have saw him in that movie, bro, had
That man bust out the door. I'm already knowing it all 10 times.
bro had nothing but murderous intent.
Fire in his eyes, yo.
Yeah, bro had nothing but murderous intent behind his eyes. I was like, damn, he's mad as
And this
hell.
is all in
Like,
the two Wicked movies, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my girl has been talking about watching them. She's never got a chance to watch them, but she likes me. You making
Yo,
me interested so much because I like fantasy so much, and I like fairy
yo,
tales, and I like
I was
Grimm's brothers and
talking to
all
Crow.
that shit.
I was talking to Crow about Wicked, and he was like, "You making it seem way better than what it probably
Yeah,
is." I was like, "That's just my way of telling the story back to you."
yeah, because but
I
that's
was
through
like,
your eyes of enjoyment. Like you enjoy it that much,
mm-hmm.
so that's what you see. Like that's what you're seeing. Like, and that makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
like I can swap it so that way you can understand
Yeah,
exactly what's going on
yeah.
here. I'm like, yeah,
I'm
bro.
like, that shit sounds
Basically,
great, man. I'm like, that sounds like a great movie. I'm like, I need to watch that, bro. That's no,
man, they
man.
all framed her.
That shit sounds
They
great.
all
It
framed
reminds you
her.
know what it reminds me of? Not to cut you off, I apologize. It makes me think of the Maleficent movies. My girl, she was doing my hair one day.
Yeah,
She was like, "You
yeah.
ever seen the Maleficent movies with Angelina Jolie?" I'm like, "Oh, she know I love Angelina Jolie just from like Mr. and Mrs.
Mm-hmm.
Smith
Gives
and
you a
Salt."
backstory about
And like I
Maleficent.
got to see that
Yeah.
shit, and like I said, I love Kingdom Hearts, and like even the way that I
Mm-hmm.
view Maleficent now, and some of the things that I can see what they have done with her character and what she has done in the story, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, that shit makes so
That's
much
the
sense.
way.
And I think
That's
that
why the
some
way
of that
she's the
stuff,
way that
yeah,
she
like
is.
some of the stuff that I love being able to like find like a full circle meaning in it through other shit, even though it's connected.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that shit was so sick. So I definitely have to check that shit out for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Another little dark detail about the Wicked and the Wizard of Oz universe
Mhm.
is that the Wizard of Oz is the story being told through the eyes of Dorothy. That's why everything looks
So
so
pretty.
colorful and
Right.
happy, you know. That's why all of the characters resemble her family because she's seeing it through her eyes.
Right.
It's being told through her eyes. But Wicked and Wicked for Good are being told from the point of view of the Wicked Witch and Glinda. The real dark thing about the end of the movie is that Dorothy never goes home. Dorothy never made it back home. So the end of Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
that's just Dorothy's mind rationalizing what happened to her. She never made it home. She
What?
never made it home. She has been stuck
Sad.
in Oz that entire time. Yeah, she's been stuck in Oz that entire time. So when the wizard, when the wizard leaves at the end of Wizard of Oz,
Yeah,
and you assume that he's going home because he reveals that he's from the same
yeah.
world as Dorothy, but he never goes home either. That's why he stayed in Oz all those years because he can never make it back home. Mhm.
But see, I love shit like that because it makes me, excuse me, it makes me think of like somewhat a little bit when I first like watched the is it called the Grimm's Brothers Tales, I believe. It's like they have tales of like certain like nursery tales or nursery like little fantasy tales, but they're like twisted. And so
The nursery rhymes get a little twisted up.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I
So
got
like
you.
this is something where like I didn't know Wicked had and like Wizard of Oz had such somewhat of a dark lore line in that sense. Like I thought, girl
Mhm.
Dorothy got home back to peeps. Like, no, my girl was just tripping off, just like being like, yeah, this is what's happening and this is where I am now. So I'm gonna think about this
Mhm.
because this is the happiest shit I could think about, but I'm still in this place and I'm never leaving. Oh wow, yeah, that's fucking sad.
Yeah, she's stuck there.
That's fire, but yeah,
Stuck there for the rest of her days. But yeah, that clip talking about the 10 Man's Crash Out, that thing got that many views and 98 likes.
that's hard. I think that's cool. Just
Yeah,
like we were
man.
saying, just put the content out. You never know.
Yeah, just make the content and put it out there. Cause like that whole clip was from the podcast from last week.
Yeah, yeah.
All I did
And
was just
I
take that bit
I think that
and
even
post it.
like me personally, like I know I've always like even with me rapping, like I've always like even K could attest to this. Like you were saying earlier about like not having all your equipment for streaming and wanting to somewhat have everything. Like that's how I am with music because I love that shit so much and I have such integrity about it. Like I never want to like put stuff out that's in the ethos of music and it's like yeah that just could go into the waste pile of bullshit like then just
Mhm.
about as I've had conversations with people like everybody loves different things and they are enamored with different things and especially when it comes to rap so I've always tried to understand where it's like put myself out there a little bit more, even with this content creation
Mhm.
stuff. And like I've taken that a little bit from you just because I know some of us can be a little bit more recluse and like, to a little bit to ourselves. We got our circle, but like putting yourself out there definitely can show you that, it'll deem some results and it might be some shit that's good. So you can't always be afraid of like showing yourself. And that's something that I'm trying to get out of for sure.
Oh, that's something that I definitely need to work on. Cause like y'all know my personality. Y'all know how goofy as a motherfucker
Yeah,
I am.
exactly.
But like it's hard for me to get that out to
Yeah.
people, especially with a camera in front of me. So I'm like, I'm working on it.
Yeah. Like it's
But
not easy. It's not easy for sure.
yeah, it's not because like you gotta come out of your shell to a
Yeah,
bunch of people that you don't know. Like you gotta let your personality shine through to the internet full of millions of people
yeah,
and expect like a couple hundred, couple thousand to rock with you
right.
just because your personality is dope.
I think
And this is a hard thing to do.
I think that shit is like even with the shit that we like and the things that we really enjoy, like those communities could be weird, man. Like that's what I've always told people. Like with me personally, like being a dude, like I love anime. I'll never not stop loving anime to the day I die because it's some shit that's raised me. But for
Mhm.
me, the community of it, how I've grown, like as a kid, I loved it to a grown man, and how I've watched the community of kids get treated who do like anime and some of the things that they've had to do to navigate, especially being a young black man or a young black woman, like just navigating being in school and being around people enjoying your stuff out loud and liking the things that you like out loud. Anime was something that was taboo, as they talk about like the golden era or like I don't know the great change or whatever. But I don't even think about
Yeah,
that
calling
shit
that
like
shit
that.
the great shift.
I don't.
Calling that shit the great shift. Like, hey, y'all wasn't rocking with anime back then. Now all of y'all motherfuckers want to watch anime.
I
Now what's going on here? I used to get bullied for that shit. Y'all wasn't here for that.
think that shit is something where it's like, bro, you gotta understand. Like I've met a lot of anime kids too, and I've wanted to like be like, dog, chill. Like it's
Yeah, like
okay.
what you doing?
It's okay to love. It's okay to love Goku that much. It's okay to think that you could be him one day. I don't think any of that is crazy. But fam, remember that you are a human being in the world, okay? And some people might not understand some of the things that you're doing. And so to understand and not get misjudged, not to get put in those situations, how about let's not key charge in the middle of the hallway? How about let's not
Yo, I was just about to say we don't need you to be powering up in the middle of the
no,
like in the middle of a crowd of people. You don't
none of
need
that.
to do it.
No, but you can love your shit out loud, bro. You can talk to your homies about shit. You can talk to people who maybe you think aren't into it too much, but you can maybe help them understand it, explain it. It's been ways where I've been in high school, bro, where I've talked to people about shit that I was just watching, where I was watching Full Metal, and like niggas would come over and be like, "Hey man, what the fuck you watching?" Just be like, "Yeah, man, I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist."
I'm
Like, I'm
watching Death
watching
and Despair.
or yeah, like or I'm watching fucking Afro Samurai, or I'm watching Samurai Shampoo, and they're like, "Bro, but it's a cartoon." I'm like, "Nah, it's in a cartoon. It's an anime." And like to introduce people to it like that, where you're not being so aggressive, or you're not being so, I guess, performative. Helps people
Mhm.
understand the media a little bit more. And that's why I wanted to bring that point up because you did that so well with like talking about music. Like I said, bro, I hate those shits. But like the way that you've explained that shit, I'm like, oh my God, dog. I might actually just sit down and deal with it and see if I really can see it how my homies see it. Because we like a lot of the
Mhm.
same similar things. So I could appreciate your view of that. Like, shit, you really see it like that. Like, bro, I just thought niggas singing, dancing around, moving around, and that was it. It wasn't no, I know it's a story to it, but it's like that story ain't that deep. It's some foo cocoa melon bullshit. Like that's what I'm thinking in my brain. But it's like, dog, you telling me like, dog, this shit has no depth to it, and it has story to it, and it has lesson to it, and it has actual moral. Like you could really watch it and take something from it. That's where when somebody could tell
Mhm.
me about art like that, I could always be like, yeah, I might have to be involved in that and see it. So yeah, I had to bring
Yeah,
that
bro. I
point
was
up. So
talking.
I was thinking about anime like that, where I've told so many people to watch something that's shaking my spirit, where I'm like, dog, you should watch this. Like, this shit is amazing. Watch this. Like, this is amazing. Like, it's been people where they've been like, bro, anime, what the fuck? It's just some cartoons of like some big titty girls and like other weird shit. I don't want to see that. It's like, I get it. I understand. But like, it's so much amazing shit out there. So definitely when we get to the
Yeah,
anime
they just gotta realize the storylines are heat.
Heat, man. If y'all haven't
The character development on point.
got the vibes,
The life lessons are amazing. Like, come
I'm
on.
gonna definitely give y'all some. Might give y'all a couple like sleeper animes. I know the ethos of people be watching shit, but like probably like not around the end of the pod, but maybe a little section once we do start talking about some anime. I might throw out a couple like sleeper animes, man, that y'all need to check out. Something
Yo, I was talking to Crow the other day, and I was like, "Yo, My Hero is coming to an end
is real.
this year." I was like, "It
It's real.
is." I was like, "It is strange to realize My Hero came out 10 years ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
My Hero came out 10 years ago." I was like, "I have watched the beginning and end of so many different animes over the years."
yeah, dog.
I was like, I was there for the start of Naruto. I
Yeah,
was there for the end of Naruto. Dragon Ball, I was there. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, saw it all. My Hero, a 10-year journey. I was like, that's another one coming to an end. I'm
it's
like,
just
bro,
it's something that it feels it's bittersweet for sure. We know the manga's ended for a while now, but like seeing the
yo,
animation and like the appreciation, man. I you can say what you want
that
to say,
episode,
man, about
that
my
episode for
hero.
Deku's final smash was, God, that shit was
They
emotional,
they've been
bro.
they've been killing these last couple of episodes, and the most recent episode that I did watch, it was an epilogue episode that they were kind of showing some of the stuff.
Showing the
Yeah,
aftermath of the battle,
the
yeah.
battle.
And Bakugo fucking crying because
Bakugo
Deku is quirkless
crying,
again.
Keyblade, like that shit blew my mind. I was watching
Because
that,
he's quirkless
bro.
again? And then he had the flashbacks of all the shit that he did to him
It
growing up.
was
I was like,
so
bro,
much.
please.
I was
I
like, "Hey,
can't do
nah,
this.
this is y'all trying to hit me in my heart, right?" Because I was sitting, me and my girl was watching it, and like, I tweaked out when I seen that. I yelled. I was like, "This nigga's crying." I was like, "Yo," I was like, "Nah," because I remember reading it, and I was like, "Yeah, that was crazy." Like sometimes, like I tell people, manga and anime has its different effects. Like manga has its
Mhm.
effects, and like anime has
Anime has that production
yeah,
effect.
just like when you're talking about with the fucking musicals, like you need that sometimes. And seeing Bakugo
Mhm.
like and seeing him cry like that,
Uncontrollably cry.
and like the reason why he's crying, like it's like damn, bro, it's like
Mhm.
bro, all even though I've beefed with you, I felt how I felt. My anger has been my anger. Can't help it. You've always been my fucking friend, and I'm sad
Yeah.
because
And
don't
you
have that power
and you
anymore for us to be rivals. I want us to forever be rivals. I want our fight to continue forever. I don't want it to ever stop. And that shit hurt like immense. Like he was like,
and you realize he stopped calling him Deku
yeah, I see
and just straight up call him Izuku. I was like, oh my god, bro.
the respect
Like the minute that he
that,
realized when he fought Shigaraki and he got back up and started hitting them with them combos, that is the start that he started calling him Izuku and never
yeah,
went back.
yeah, right there.
Never went back to calling him Deku after that.
Never start, never do that. And I think that's why you got to understand like Bakugo's character in My Hero is an important character. That character.
I was about to say Bakugo's character development is on par with Zuko's character development from Avatar.
I'm with that. I'm with that. That's a great comparison. That's a great comparison because like Zuko's character development was something that like you could not appreciate that shit. You could not
Mhm.
appreciate
That's one of the
seeing it.
that's one of the best character
Yeah,
developments ever.
yeah, facts. I'm with you on that. And I think even with seeing Bakugo, some of the changes that he's had just throughout the couple seasons, or if you just read the manga, like throughout the chapters, like you've seen that boy really try to become the best hero he could be. Even though he had his
Mhm.
struggles of feeling like he wasn't the best, even though he always put on the front like I am the best and I'm amazing. And when he felt like he got sunned or put down, he it hurt him. And like seeing him kind of grow and be like, yo, like I got friends and I got people I gotta take care of. I got really stepping into that, I've really just been able to like really appreciate Bakugo.
Mhm. And the first time you ever see Bakugo do a soft smile, not like one of his maniacal,
Yeah, the
evil ass
evil.
smiles, but like a genuine,
Yeah,
soft-eyed,
yeah,
soft
a real
smile
smile.
is when All Might gives him that little splint for his arm.
Yep. See, I
That is
remember
the
that.
time that he's genuinely felt happy,
Yeah,
besides from when he was a kid,
because it was
because
like that moment. I felt,
his
yeah, you
hero
remember it
finally
in the moment.
acknowledged him.
Yeah,
Mhm. His hero acknowledged him. His hero gave
yeah,
something to him. Because for the longest time, Bakugo was held up on the fact that he feels like he's the one that
yeah.
ended All Might because he got kidnapped.
Hmm. Yep. You felt like it was
And
his
he's been
fault.
living with that. Yeah, he was living with that guilt for so long. So when he woke up after Ed Shot restarted his heart
Yeah. He was
and
on
him and
go.
Izuku
Oh
locked in,
God, nigga.
bro, him and Deku locked in. No words was shared. They
Looked at
just
each other,
locked
looked
in.
at it, he grabbed his head, he swung him as
What?
hard as he could, and he threw that nigga like a bullet, nigga, and that
Mhm. And then the explosions made it even faster. And
shit
I
was
was like, "Oh
yeah,
my god, please let him get there."
bro. On me, I was sitting there like the kids on the fucking thing, talking about you could do it. I
That's
was
what I'm
like,
saying. I'm like, let him get
he
there.
say him, yeah, well, I could go save him on like even that moment when they're all in the hospital in the last episode, just all
Mhm.
Mike talking to them, just telling them like, bro, y'all grown so much, bro. Like y'all have grown so much. And like that
Mhm.
smile at the end and him just putting his hand out and they all just I was like, this is so fire to just watch these characters come full circle like this and really grow up. These were fucking kids and they still kids. And they
Yep,
still not.
keep in mind, all of that happened within a summer and a
Yep.
full school year.
Yep. Yep. that shit is crazy. That shit is so crazy. And we could touch on the Todoroki stuff too with
Yeah.
Endeavor and like
Todoroki going from a heartless kid to, like, genuinely feeling everything around him. I love that.
we need
I love
shit
that.
like
And
bro.
Endeavor
We
and
need shit.
Endeavor finally realizing that he neglected the fuck out of his
And
family.
we need shit like niggas don't even understand. And I know sometimes anime,
And fucking Dabi apologizing to Todoroki
like that's what I'm saying. Like I think
with the single tear. I was like, "Bro, come
like
on."
the parallels between like some of the heavy subjects in anime and just like real life and like to just appreciate that shit so much, bro. Like Endeavor's growth, like Todoroki's growth towards a person that he could sit there and hate. Like he could have just sat there and hated.
Mhm. He hated him at the start of the
Yeah,
show.
bro, like legitimately hated him. And like over time, he really was trying to understand, like, bro, this is my brother, bro. No matter how I want to cut it up, this is my brother. And like him just asking him, like, yo, man, Tony, what's your favorite food? Yo, like, what's your favorite food? And him just crying and
It was
crying and
like,
crying, get him
"Soba.
sober. And it's like, yeah,
Soba.
it's
Mine too."
it's like,
Like,
damn. It's like these are the shits that you need to see. Like, I'm gonna show my kids that because that shit is so. It's just good to see shit like that because you might meet
I'm
somebody who
I'm
goes through those things like that.
hoping that Dabi is able to recover
That shit is wild, man. Man, I hope too, bro. That shit is something
because
else.
them burns.
That shit is something else. They have him in full
Yeah,
caption, bro. Putting him
that's what I'm
like
saying.
that shit is different.
I'm hoping that they can do something to help him recover
I feel like
because
in that world, they definitely could figure something out.
yeah, I'm hoping that they're able to have him
I hope
like be
so too.
recovered and that he can have like a full reconciliation with his family
Yeah, same, same. Because I feel like
because that's all he wanted.
yeah, he
That's
just wanted bad to
legitimately
see
all
him.
he wanted.
And like, I fuck with Endeavor so hard for him just being like, even talking to, I forgot his one son's name, who still was like, I'm still done with you.
Yeah, his oldest son was
His
like, "Nah,
oldest
bro."
son is still like, bro, I'm
He
done.
was like,
Like,
even though we just went through all of
he was
that,
like, I'm
I'm
done.
still
Like, I
not
don't
fucking
care.
with you. He
But
was like,
like,
I'm
the stuff
like, I'm
that
not forgetting what you did.
like Endeavor, I appreciate him so much because he really was like, "No, I get you. I understand." His son was like, "I'm going to go get married, and I'm probably not going to tell you about it." And he's like, "Okay, I understand. That's my punishment. Like,
Mhm.
I understand." And like him, what he was saying about Dobby, he was like, "That's my son again. He wanted me to see him, and I'm going to go talk to him every day." Like, so he knows that, and I'm like, bro, this man has so
He
it's a
has.
beautiful thing to watch. This
He
family,
definitely
like
has.
they've been through so much fucking trauma, but it's like they even if the oldest is still mad and stubborn and pissed, he was seeing it. He's like, damn, bro, this is the first time I was like thought about you being cool, dad. Like shit like
Mhm.
that is like, yeah, bro, they're coming together as a family, and that shit was hard. So when you get introduced to them and their history and that shit, you're like, holy
Oh,
shit, I don't know who could go. Like, what who could ever forgive a
like
man like
in
this?
when you first get introduced to their family, and you be like, Endeavor, you piece of shit.
Bro, you're a terrible person, my dude.
Yeah, you're a
Terrible.
horrible individual. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Like, I don't like you at all as a character. You are not.
Like, I understand why Shoto is the way that he
Yes,
is.
completely. He don't want nothing to do with you.
Because, like, what the
Fuck
fuck?
you. Like, he hate that he got to use fire. He didn't want to use that shit at all. Like, you gotta
Like
understand.
you traumatized his mom to the point where she looked at Shoto, she saw you and burnt that nigga. Like, come on.
That's some different level of drama. But that's why I say My Hero is such a good anime, and they have so much more that they're showing these next couple episodes with like Lady Decay and like I think I forgot what Spinner's still alive, I believe. So they're gonna be talking to
Mhm.
Spinner and stuff like that. So I'm happy to see that. So maybe in the next episode.
Yeah, Deku gotta deliver that message.
Yeah, yeah, and like
Deku gotta deliver that message. Like, hey,
mhm,
look,
then we got
Shigaraki destroyed until the very end, bro.
yeah, bro. That was your boy, bro. And, like, yeah, man. I think My Hero is really shaping up to be incredible. Then like not to transition over, but like wow, One Piece, bro. Like One Piece. has been doing some great
Bro,
shit,
that
bro.
recent
You
episode,
seen it, bro?
Bonnie.
Brother,
Yo, I was
what?
talking to my coworker about this yesterday,
Crazy.
and I was like, people online are mistaking what happened with Bonnie and Luffy. He
Break
was
it
like, "What
down.
do you mean?"
Break
I
it
was
down.
like, people online are thinking that Luffy gave her the power of Gear 5." And I'm like, "That's not what happened." I was like, "Do y'all not know how her
Yeah,
devil
that's
fruit
what I was about to
works?"
say. It's her devil fruit.
I was like, "The
That's why I feel like
awakened."
Luffy walked up to her like that and was like, "Hey, yo, don't you want to be like you could do this too, right?" I don't know. He was like,
You
"I don't."
wanna be free.
He was like, "You want to be free?" I'm almost certain he said, "I don't know how your like power works necessarily." I don't know if he said that verbatim, but he's like, "You want to be free though." And he's like,
Yeah,
"This
he
is
was
how I
like, "I
look
don't
when
know
I'm
how
free."
your power works." He was like, "But this is how I am when I'm
Free,
free." I was
exactly,
like, "Y'all gotta realize, she didn't turn into Luffy, she turned into Nika."
exactly,
Nika is the one thing that she always envisioned and always thought about because of Kuma. Kuma introduced her to the thought of Nika, just like his dad introduced him to the thought of Nika.
exactly.
I was like, but she never saw what Nika looked like, but she knew the description. She knew
He knew the
of him.
description and what he did and what he instilled.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she seen, look, that's why when her eye, that's why I posted that scene on my story like that, because that's what I thought she was doing. It was coming full circle for her. It was like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, you are what the fuck
This
my
is
dad is
Nika.
talking
Yeah.
about. Like, I did not like, and then it all came full circle for her and her devil fruit. I thought in that moment awakened.
Mm-hmm. No, her devil fruit always awakened because
It was
her
already
older
awakened.
she's had her devil fruit's been awakened for a while. Her older version that she normally walks
Yeah.
around as, that's her using the awakened
That's
ability
what I
of her
thought.
devil
Okay.
fruit.
Okay.
Because her awakened ability is called distorted future,
Right.
where she can turn into any future version of herself that she can imagine.
Right. Wow.
So the one that she primarily walks around as is the one that's the
That's what she
distorted future
imagined
that she uses.
herself at.
And that's the form that she can maintain for a long time.
But Bonnie,
But
she's really, how old is she?
Bonnie's like 11, maybe 12.
So Luffy's way older than her.
Mhm.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Because
sure and make that connection.
when Bonnie first went out to sea, it was because Kuma promised her that when she turns 10,
Yeah.
she can go
You
out
can
to
go
sea
out to
with
sea
him.
with him. Yeah.
But before she turned 10 is when all that shit
Yeah.
went down for him.
Yeah. That makes a lot of
So
sense.
then once she turned 10, she went out to sea. She got herself a crew because like the Marines were trying to keep her on the island.
Yeah.
But she used her devil fruit
Yep.
and that distorted future to make herself look like an old ass lady and walk smooth up out of there. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Her devil fruit awakened a long time ago.
Yeah. Bonnie's such a cool character, though, for sure. But like, yeah, I didn't think that he gave her the powers. I'm like, I don't even feel like that would necessarily be possible.
Yeah, that's why Vegapunk was like, she's just a child, and Sanji was like, a child? What are you talking about? She's legitimately a child. She's a kid. She just walks around in an adult body.
Yeah, no, yeah, that last episode, I can't wait for them to really dive into
And her using the
dog. I was like, holy shit,
mm,
yo, nah, dog. I was like, this is different.
buddy was like, hit me as hard as you can.
He
She was
was
like,
like,
what?
what?
She was like,
Sanji
what?
said, captain's orders, yo.
Say less. Frankie was like, you ain't gotta tell
Well, I'm
me
ready,
twice.
dog, right? I'm like,
He's like, you ain't gotta tell me twice. She was like, wait, you guys are really gonna hit him? He's like,
look,
it's
captain's
an
orders.
order from our
That's what
captain.
he said.
Yeah.
Do what we do. This is what
It's
we
an
do.
order from our captain. We gonna do what he
And I was
say.
like, what move is he gonna do, bro? And I was like, yo, that was great. Like, that's why I'm just like, I can't wait to see
Sent that motherfucker flying.
flying, bro. Seeing the sky, brother. It's like
Bitch gave him the Team Rocket blasting off again
perfect.
screen
It was amazing.
with the twinkle and everything.
Hold it. They've been
And then when the fucking robot came out the ocean, just hooked that board.
that shit. I'm like, yo, this is crazy as fuck, yo. Like, if you didn't understand what was happening in One Piece and you just seen that shit. Some of that shit, that's why I know people sometimes, like as much as they hate One Piece, I know they be seeing certain scenes from this newest era of One Piece. And it's like if you see
Mhm.
some of the fights that Zoro has, or some of the shit that Sanji be doing, or just some of the animations lately, it will make you want to watch this shit. If you're not locked in from that one episode, it's gonna hurt you because you're gonna be like, you're gonna be expecting this level of a thing, and it's like, dog, this has been out for a very this has been out for a very long
Very
time. So
long
if you
time.
really want to lock
Like,
in with it,
people gotta
you got to
remember
go
that
back, dog.
out of the big 3,
Yeah.
One Piece is the longest reigning one.
Yep.
Like, they all came out around the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 of them are still going.
That shit is crazy. Cause what?
They all came out around the same time, and 2 of them are still actively going. Speaking of, Bleach comes back next year.
And
I'm
wait,
so
man,
hyped
we've
for
been
that.
talking about it.
So hyped for that. That
Movie
final
quality,
core is gonna have some original episodes in it, so I'm ready for that.
just movie quality episode. That's
That's
all.
what they're gonna be with One Piece moving forward
Yeah.
with the Elbaf arc,
Yeah. That like
because they
dying art.
decided to go yeah, they decided to go into, doing a seasonal approach rather than the, weekly continuous thing.
So they're gonna do something like
So
how they do, like how Fire Force does, like how they'll drop a season.
and how My Hero was doing it, they'll drop a season, go on break, and then come back with another season, yeah.
Lord.
So,
So we'll have like a month. We'll
Elbaf
have a month of One Piece, or like a month or two, or however they decide to drop it. However much they decide
yeah,
to do.
Elbaf is gonna be 26.
You think they're gonna give us all
Elbaf
26 at one time, or you think they're gonna split it? I don't think they're gonna do one curve.
No, they're not
Two.
gonna split it. Like I said, they're doing it per season.
Got it.
26 is gonna be their season. So it's gonna be 26 weeks of One Piece, break, then come back, another 26.
That's gonna hurt, bro. It's gonna be different, man. I'm gonna miss seeing One Piece every fucking week. Shit,
So I
I
think
can
the
always count on one of my animes coming out, and it's gonna be that's gonna be weird.
yeah, so I think they're going on break after this whole thing on Egghead is done. And
Which looks like
they're coming
franchise
back in
too.
April.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're coming back in April, and that's when Elbaf is gonna start.
yeah. Luffy's fitting out.
And it's gonna
Explain.
and it's gonna run for 26 episodes. And then after Elbath, they're gonna go into God Valley. So people need to be prepared for that to be like strictly flashback.
God Valley.
Yeah, God Valley is gonna be strictly flashback, so
Yeah, because
people need to be prepared for that.
they're talking about a lot of the old shit. That's when they start talking about rocks
Yeah.
and all that shit, right?
Yep. God Valley takes place 40 years prior to
God, I think I might need to. Yeah, I think I need to read some more One Piece. Go catch up a little bit more. I'll need to go read.
yeah, God Valley happened while Kuma was a
Oh,
child.
Kuma was a kid. Yeah, somebody was telling me that.
Yeah. So Kuma and
So that's
that nigga with the big ass head.
this is gonna be like Rogers' time and stuff like that.
Mhm. Roger,
Okay,
Whitebeard, yeah,
yeah,
all of
all
them.
of them.
Big Mom
And you get to see Kaido probably. Kaido,
and Kaido,
Kaido,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Kaido was around. Yeah, I gotta read. I got.
All of them were on God Valley. So in Kuma's backstory, when you saw everything going to shit and they were like, "Oh yeah, all of us slaves are going to escape right now," is because Roger and the rest of them were on the island wreaking havoc.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the reason why they were able to escape, because Roger and all of them was on the island causing chaos.
See, I didn't know that.
And at that point in time, Dragon was a part of the Marines.
Mm,
He didn't become a revolutionary. Yeah, Dragon didn't become a revolutionary until after the events of God Valley.
that's crazy, my nigga Dragon. So that's why Hikart be tripping on him so hard like that. It's like, nigga, you was with me. You was with me.
Nah, see, people are coming at Garp too, because they like, bro. It was like after your son saw what went down on God Valley, he left the Marines and decided to make a change from the outside. He was like, you stayed for 40 years and made no change.
It's true.
You stayed there for 40 years.
And that
He
was
was
his
like, you
plan, right?
knew.
That was his plan to
He
change
was
from
like,
within.
Yeah, he was like, "You knew what your leaders were up to. You was on God Valley. You knew what kind of
Seen
bullshit they was
what
on.
they do.
You seen all the dastardly evil ass shit that they did, and you stayed there for 40 years. And then at that, you tried to make Luffy and Ace Marines, still knowing what they were doing to people."
Yeah, that I see how people would be pissed at Garp. And I fuck with Garp, yo. But like, yeah, it's like, dog. But it's
Mhm.
the same precipice of like when you're talking to one of your homies who like want to be a cop, and it's like, dog, I know like, no, bro, I'm gonna change the shit from within, bro. It's like, hey, dog, that system has been fucked up for I don't know how long. You think that you gonna be the Obama change to fucking make everything like, fam? You have to be realistic with yourself, and I think that's a great like point to look at that. Like, I didn't even think about that. It's like Garp has been doing what he's been doing, even if he got his little section of the Navy and the Marines where they be doing their own little shit, they be helping people.
Mhm.
It's still where it's like, bro, you are under that umbrella. Pieces of shit who have killed millions of
Apparently,
people.
what went down on God Valley apparently is his reasoning for not advancing his rank. He's staying a vice admiral because he doesn't want, I guess, more power or to be influenced more by those above. I was like, but
Mark, you could just
you could
leave,
you could
bro.
that's what I was about to say. I was like, you could just leave.
Just leave,
You ain't
man.
got you ain't gotta stay. You could leave.
Don't help your goddamn family, man. They out there doing what they need to do. You out here like, bro, I'm gonna chill here. I'm gonna lock them
I'm like,
from within.
you watched Ace die
Literally,
because you couldn't give up your integrity.
literally. You could have stopped that, family. You could have been like,
No, he was definitely going to.
no, I know.
He was definitely going to until
Yeah,
Sengoku fucking put his fucking skull in the dirt. He was like, "Bro, what you thinking about doing?" He's like, "Hey, you better keep holding me down because if you don't,
that's why it's like I love Garb, bro. It's just like, bro, you got such a being a
you
man for
don't
me,
keep holding me down,
justice,
that nigga gonna die."
bruh. Like, come on now. But yeah, man, One Piece is smoking shit, literally smoking shit. But I guess the next
Yeah,
topic I
one
want to get into, but we got to talk about. We're running up that hill.
boy,
We
look,
got to. We got to. We
look.
got to speak on this,
Stranger Things, bro. Where you want to start at? Where you want
man.
to start at?
Let me pull up just a little bit of my phone just to remember what episode titles is, because that will be a great reference. But we could
Yeah, you know
definitely
what?
start
Let
with
me
the
do the same
first
thing. Hold on.
episode, bro. Like, talk about like if you were a person, even if you were like I always was saying earlier, like if you were a person on the fence about One Piece, things that just take a long time to maybe come out or take a long time for the story to flush out. Like if
Mhm.
you if you just assume this shit was just about some kids running around and like Dungeons and Dragons and some like bullshit, if you haven't really locked in, even from a couple of the other seasons that have been even more high stakes, like
Mhm.
they really came out punching, man, with that first episode. We just like, yeah, we not wasting no fucking
Bro, let me tell you how I wasn't locked in at first during that first episode.
time.
Because when they kept showing Holly like front center in the camera, I was like, who the fuck is this little girl?
Who is this girl, dog?
Man, I was like, who the fuck is
My
this?
girl remembered who a lot of people were. Oh,
It
that's
hit
what's the
me
name sister.
after the
That's Mike's sister. I was like,
right. It hit me after she started calling them for breakfast.
mhm,
And I was like, oh
yeah.
yeah, that's his sister. And then as I'm watching it, I was like, yo, who the fuck is she talking to? Ain't nobody
I
there.
was like, yeah, what
Like
is
this bitch
going
tripping.
on? I'm like, so,
Yeah, I was like, she fucking tripping.
like, is this already a victim? Like, this already a Guys, is it over? And like I was up there and when
Yeah,
they
you
were
got
taking
the
that angle, I'm like, then you got the stuff with the with Dustin still kind of going through his pain with Eddie's loss and like
yeah, he's
him,
still grieving.
my boy Dustin, bro. Fucks with Dustin.
Bro, they beat the fuck out of Dustin. They beat the fuck out of
Yo,
Justin.
that shit wasn't right.
he got his licks in, but they beat the shit out of Justin.
He had good
I was like,
combat, bro. He had
damn,
good
bro.
combat. That's what I appreciate for a smart nigga who
I was
don't box
like,
all the time.
damn.
My nigga had a good right hand for all three of them. He said,
Listen,
me,
he got into
they,
enough scuffles
yeah,
to know how
yeah. That shit
they
was that
beat
shit,
the shit
I
out of
just didn't
Justin.
think they were gonna like I was appreciating. I'm like, yeah, these kids is like fucking growing up, man. Like they growing up and like the shit that they're going through is a different type of shit. All of what Will's going through, my nigga Mike, shout out my nigga L. Like these are kids in a
Yo,
sense of shit.
I was in a party with Crow a few days ago, and I saw a fucking meme of Will, and that shit made me laugh disgustingly loud. I was like, that shit should not have been that funny. He was like, yo, he was like, that laugh. He was like, what the fuck was you looking at? Bro, this meme, it was a screenshot of Will from the final episode with the blood coming out his nose. And it was like fucking caption was like he want Mike so bad he became L.
That nigga,
Bro.
my nigga Will, bro. That nigga Will is in pain, yo. My nigga,
I was like, damn,
well,
bro.
you gotta understand. But it's like
Neff was going
I
through it in season 3.
look, they hitting those tropes.
I mean season 4, yeah.
Yeah,
Season
hitting
4,
those
Neff
tropes.
was
They're
going through it.
definitely trying to. It's good that he at least has a homie now. I forgot her name. What's her name?
Robin.
Robin. Thank you. Robin, and now
Yeah.
that he's able to somewhat be able to speak to somebody who understands that
Mm-hmm.
shit at that
Who gets it?
time,
Yeah, who
like
gets
that
it?
shit is probably mad fucking confusing to
I
me.
was about to say, in that time period,
Yeah,
that's
dog.
not
Like,
what you want to be.
yeah, that shit is not.
Yeah, in that time period, that's not what you
That's
want to
cool
be.
that they're
But
allowing like her to be able to be somewhat of a conduit to help him do that shit in a
mm-hmm.
cool way. Because I know that shit is mad hard to do. Like she's figuring it out and navigating that shit the best way she can, and she's happy. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like that's what she's trying to do. And I feel like even some of the
And
points where she was talking to him in the cave, she was like, "Dog, like you got to understand." I like how they use that moment,
because
and then they
she
use
saw
that moment.
when they were going down into the cave
Yeah,
and she saw the interaction
yeah.
and she was like, that's why he was asking me these
Right.
questions.
Yeah. And it's like
I
even
get it
I
now.
appreciate that her telling him that was the precipice of like his awakening at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like, bro,
And the speech that Will gave him was like,
yeah,
bro, you are Will the Wise,
yeah,
bro. You
bro.
are a fucking sorcerer,
You
my
sorcerer,
dog.
right? Nigga, like
Like
you fight, like you do what you do.
it was
Great
like
at it.
he was like, you can feel what they feel, you can see what they see. It was like, bro, you could probably take that shit and run with it.
Man, that's why I fucked with Mike, because me and my girl was talking about we were watching, and I was like, I think that will. He gonna be it. Because I when he was seeing the Demogorgons and he kept saying, like, I can feel everything. I'm like, bro, he gonna be able to control these motherfuckers at some point. He has to be able to. Like this kid keeps
Well, that's the
happening.
thing. If you remember at the beginning of season 5, where Vecna basically infected this nigga with his own
That exactly
fucking ooze and goo shit.
shit. Yeah, exactly. Like that's where I'm saying, like he was like, no, I can imagine it, but that's why Vecna kind of confirming it, like letting him know, like, hey, gang, who was the first? You was the first one that
Yeah.
that I was doing. The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now is because they weak minded and they ready. And I'm gonna do exactly what I did to you, to them. I'm better at it now. So just know this is what I'm on. And I was like, we gonna
Yeah, my theory is that either Vecna's gonna take over his body now that his powers have awakened, or Will's gonna become the villain by the end of the season.
Jones see it ending well for Will.
I don't.
What do you think
I
gonna
don't.
happen?
It started with Will, and I think it's gonna end with Will.
That's true. That's what my girl said. That's what my girl said.
L has never been the main character.
That is very fucking true, and I agree with that.
It's always been Will.
Yeah. L has always been that the fire storyline to tap into, because I think that
Mm-hmm.
at the end of episode 5 with that reveal of her sister, the girl that she had that little journey with on that, I forgot what season
Yeah,
4.
she's one of the kids that were
Yeah,
being experimented on
she's
originally
number 8,
with
right?
I think.
Yeah, I think she's number 8. Yeah, because I know Henry is number 1. Yeah, she's number 8.
Yeah, and then L is 11.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's number 8. But yeah, I was thinking about like the powerhouses. Like, what do they have? Because Vecna has what he has, and he's doing what he's doing. It's gonna be 10 episodes in total, or less.
I think so.
But we'll find out as we go. But in the sense of that, I was thinking like, okay, they have 11, they have L, they have 8. If shit is cool, because if you
Mhm.
remember, like when they left, when they had that problem, like when L met 8, she was around people that was like her, that was like 11 and stuff. So they didn't die, but I
Mhm.
know they got separated. So I don't know what happened to her sister and like what maybe she feels towards 11 for her leaving. And hopefully it's not like an animosity type thing. And it's more of like, happy to see you. Then we'll have L,
Yeah, I'm happy to
we'll
see
have
you now.
A.
Get me the fuck up out of
Yeah,
here.
like, cause like you just said, I didn't think about Will necessarily being able to get his body taken over. That's true. Cause I was thinking about Will being another powerhouse with them. I'm like, they got Will, then they got 11, and they got 8. Like, okay, they can fucking like, cause I was like, how they gonna win this?
The difference with Will being is that he can feel everything in the upside down.
Yeah, he's connected to it.
Yeah, he's connected to the upside down. That's what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying.
why
I'm
he
pretty
told his
sure it'll
mom
be
like that connection to the hive mind is never truly severed.
mhm.
Like that,
That's
he's
what I'm saying.
connected
I
to it
feel
no
like
matter.
Vecna
Yeah.
would be able to easily take him over if he tried.
Well, I hope they have a training arc for Will, because the last episode was supposed to be like 2 hours, 15 minutes, or some shit like that, or 2 hours, 33 minutes.
So volume 2 is gonna have another 3 episodes.
Okay. So they're breaking it down into
Yeah,
3 volumes?
yeah, yeah, so volume 1 has the 4 episodes, volume 2 is gonna have 3, and then the finale is just 1 two-hour episode.
So it's next. Okay.
So chapter 5 is gonna be like an hour 17, chapter 6 is gonna be 58 minutes, and then chapter 7 is gonna be an hour and 37.
Let's go. Okay. That's a good chunk. It's good chunks. Hey, bro, they're damn near minutes. You can't even be fucking mad at that shit. For them taking that
Mhm.
long, level of production, level of special effects, with Vecna fucking put his hand through that soldier's face, dog.
Yo!
That shit was wild. I was like, oh
I was like, "What
shit.
the
I was
fuck?"
like, oh. But I was really praying to God. I was like, bro, Will not gonna let Mike die. I know he's gonna
Yeah.
save everybody else. Like he's saving everybody else. But I said, he's gonna
He
let
ain't let Mike go. He ain't let Mike
because I
go.
was watching that happen. I was like, come on, bro, please do something. Because I fuck with Mike. I think Mike is a cool ass nigga, man. I think he can a little bit sky, but he can fuck it up sometimes. He can be a bad friend. But I
Mhm.
think he's learning over time, just because, like, bro, he got shitty dad. Like, he trying to figure it out.
Yo,
That's why dog, me and my girl was talking about it. We was like, look,
his dad was
look,
like, "Please, can
look.
y'all get the fuck out my house?"
Any 4 episodes throughout that, if we gonna lose anybody, keep like Mike's dad be there.
Yo, I was like, "Yo, they got it." His dad like, "Yo, can y'all get the fuck out my house? Y'all eating my bacon." I was like, first these kids always in here running in and out
Yo,
my goddamn door.
it's
It's
like,
like
bro,
now all of y'all here eating my bacon. Like, go
and we
home.
got to talk about how much of a goat Mike's mom is. But
Yeah,
like,
his mom
that was
stay the
some real
fuck away
goat
from my
shit.
daughter with the wine bottle.
Wine bottle, Keyblade, and she was drunk too. She was still drunk
She was
like
lit. Yo, his mom was lit.
Gotta respect it. Gotta respect
Just dealing with a husband like that, yeah, she got a drinking
it. The
problem
nigga outside hitting golf balls. He don't know what the fuck going on. He looking to
at all.
Mike
Like, nigga,
going
you
on.
can't hear that.
It's like family. Your family is
Like, you can't
back.
hear what's going on in there
Another dimension monster called a Demogorgon. Nigga, you don't even know what that is, nigga. Because you don't even be locked in with your kids, nigga. So you don't even know what this all
at all.
motherfucking thing is. They done fought these things, these little baby dogs. Now they got 2 legs, bro. Like, bro, he smacked him so hard across the thing. That nigga flew over the bed and died. Nigga just flew over the
He
bed
didn't
and
even
died.
get
That's it.
he didn't even get no hit in with the golf club. He
Nothing.
just
He said, hot, now, smacked the nigga, flew across the bed, dead, bro. It's like, we gonna
bro,
lose anybody?
damn.
I'm not mad at Mike's dad getting smoked because he kind of sucked. It's like you kind of suck,
Still,
bro. So it's like, what
I'm
you?
still thinking somebody of the main cast is gonna die.
No, yeah, somebody. You have to,
What's
bro.
crazy? What's crazy is that Steve was supposed to die in season 1,
Was he really? I'm so happy when you
but
give me my nigga Steve.
the fan reception for him was so high that they kept him in.
Shout out my nigga Steve, bro. That nigga Steve cold. That fucking scene of him fighting with that baseball bat, that motherfucker is lit,
Mhm.
nigga. That shit is goated. I love that scene, bro. That scene is so
I
cold.
think my favorite scene from the series so far has to be that scene with Eddie and Dustin on the roof
Oh yeah, no, that
when they
shit,
had to distract all the
the
bats.
best, bro. And he was playing. I forgot what song.
Buddy was playing that
That
Metallica.
Metallica. I know it's
Buddy was
Metallica.
going
I forgot what
ham.
song it is, but that shit was fire. Eddie was cold,
Buddy
nigga.
was going
Eddie was such
ham,
a
bro.
cool character, nigga. And like that's why I fuck with Dustin, because for anybody who has been a nerdy ass nigga and been into your shit, and being who Dustin is and being a smart dude, like you gotta understand that they really, bro, when Dustin got jumped, them niggas was lost. Them niggas was lost about how to do anything, bro. They was like, I don't know how to like I don't know what to do. Like my girl was
Mhm.
pointing out, she was like, y'all gotta understand. Y'all don't be looking out for Dustin, but Dustin be looking out for y'all. Whenever y'all need him, he always show up. He always be there. It's like, bro, y'all don't notice that he not here because he always be on time.
To be fair, Steve does look out for Dustin.
This is the truth. This is the truth.
Steve does look out for Dustin. He always has. It's just that he doesn't like Dustin putting himself in situations that
That
he
gets
knows can be
himself hurt
avoided.
because he care about him.
Yeah.
It's like some big papa shit, like you my little homie, man. Like, dog,
Hey,
please
it's like
stop.
you know that you could have avoided that situation. It's like, why would you
That's
still
why he
put
was
yourself
talking
in it?
about it like that, even when Dustin was lying to the homies about it. Steve,
Yeah, that's why they was going back and forth in the car. He was like, bro, hear what I'm saying
right?
to
He's
you.
like, listen, like you didn't have to do that. He was like, it was them. What did? It's like, well, I don't even want to talk to you. Well,
Like,
you
I
know
don't know what
what?
you're
I
talking
don't
about.
want to
I
talk to you
fell.
either. Okay.
Yeah, he was like, it was them, wasn't it? He was like, nah, bro, I fell. Yeah, into some fists.
Just
Like,
this.
nigga, I'm not
It's not
stupid.
dumb, bro. You got your ass whooped, and like I care about you, and I want to make sure you're good, bro. And it'd be funny if you be calling him Henderson because that's my fucking last name. But I'd be like, hey, dog, hotel. Calm down, bro. But like, no, yeah, I love their relationship, and I think at the end of this shit, they're gonna get it together. It's like he's had his pain with
Mm-hmm.
losing Eddie, and like Eddie was different for him. Like Steve is
Mm-hmm.
who he is, and
Eddie
Steve will
Eddie
never
was
leave where it is for Dustin, but Eddie had a special place in his heart in a short amount of time. And that shit
that's
meant something.
because Dustin feels like Eddie is who he probably will
Yeah,
become.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. You
Like that's what I
innately
feel.
want to become closer to the people that you feel like you could possibly become. So, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like he looks up to him, and it's like he does so many of the same things that I do, but he does it in such a cool way. Like that's where it was like, yeah, that I know when he lost that nigga, he was like, bro, what the fuck? This shit's trash, nigga. Like this is trash. Like, but he went out in
Mm-hmm.
such a fire way. Forget it. But it's like the pain after of like now they think they're Satanists. Like now everybody think y'all
Right.
Satanists and like that shit is crazy. And it's like my
They
boy,
thought that shit in season
my
4.
boy is at the homie's grave. He got blood on the grave, and you find out that's his they killed his cat. Like this shit is cool. It's like, hey dog, this is wild, bro. It's like I just love my friend and now he's dead. And y'all don't even understand how he died. Y'all think some Satanist bullshit happened. That's how he died. But like, no, I really watched my homie die.
Another thing is when they first came up on Dustin in the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and then that camera shot that they used for Lucas, I was like, why? For what?
His haircut so bad. The
No,
hair.
it like the haircut is bad, yeah, but they like the
Yeah, I
camera
know what
work
you
that they
mean. Try
used
to
for
make him look
him framed framed him look like he
like
like
Hot
this
Diesel,
big muscular bound
like
ass.
he.
I was like, bro, if you don't get the fuck on somewhere,
We never seen you like
like nigga,
that, but we always thought you
you
was
not
cool.
winning
You
them
was cool,
fights.
yeah, but like if a nigga is bigger
You
than you,
ain't winning the fight against
yeah,
them.
what are these
You not
fights?
winning the
Nothing.
fight against
Stop.
you lost the fight against a leader.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Not there, bro.
Man, like you lost the fight against their leader. What you think you
And
doing?
it would have been
Absolutely
funny if
nothing.
they told him to work out hella, he did dummy cut strong, and if that
Mhm.
shit would have looked funny as fuck. It did look awkward, but I seen what they was trying to do, and it's like, yeah, look, this bitch,
Yeah, like I understood
bro.
what it was
But
because they probably don't know that their leader got fucking ripped in half by the freaking tear opening up. They think Lucas beat the fuck out of this
right.
nigga.
So they probably scared of him and just like, this nigga crazy. It's like, I ain't cool,
Yeah,
bro. He just wanted it's just like his other homies. But that's good
right.
to have them in y'all back. So, but that camera shot was hilarious. So I was like, y'all, I have to frame it. I could have just framed it more like on some clever shit where it's like, oh shit, we scared of you. It's wild shit to our friend.
Mhm.
Because that's honestly what
Right.
it probably was. But I feel you on that. But overall, the first 4 episodes, I enjoyed it a lot. My nigga Hopper,
But yeah, Max
like
coming back.
Max coming back, bro. Like my girl was hella happy about that. I fucking Max. Like Max.
Cause currently, Mike's sister is being she got the goo pumping in her, getting pumped
Yeah,
into
she's
her.
getting goop pumping. But that's not
Yeah,
happening to Max. That's the thing. Like Max's mental is there. Like Max is
yeah. Max is mentally
yeah,
trapped in
she's
his mind.
mentally trapped in this thing's mind. It's like she can get out because of the music. She almost got out, and it's like that fucking tape stopping at that very moment fucked her up, and now she had to go
Hmm.
run where she had to run to that corner of his mind, but he's afraid of that. And I hope they
Hmm.
definitely tap into why he's afraid of that part of his mind. They're definitely probably going to, but yeah, I think they definitely shaping this story out in the finale. I think hopefully they close out all the little bits.
Hopefully, Max is able to get Holly up out of
Yeah, bro. That's what I hope. Cause I know somebody
it because, like I said, she's been gone for what, couple
a
days
couple
now,
days, yeah.
and she's just and Will. How long was Will gone? Will was gone for like a month, so Will was getting fucking goo pumped into him for a good long minute.
Yeah, brother. And Vecna is stronger now. So it's like
Hmm.
the effect of what he's doing, even him being able to create that genjutsu and like attract other kids and do all this shit. Like even
Right,
watching the
you're doing
fucking
all of
bro,
that.
the fucking Demogorgons are ripping through whatever the fuck they want to rip through. It don't matter.
Yeah, they're creating their own
Like
portals.
it don't matter, bro. Like when they were fighting the one Demogorgon, like that fight scene, I love that they were fighting that one Demogorgon and just watch they set it on fire, bro. That motherfucker
In the Russian prison camp.
yeah, like that shit, bro. That shit was crazy. And I think even like watching 11 and Hop's relationship, one of the
Mhm.
moments I really liked, and it reminded me of The Last of Us. It reminded me of Joel and Tommy. Their like
But yeah, their relationship
their
definitely reminds me of that.
interrogation technique, like how they were interrogating the soldier. Hop was talking to him,
Mhm.
but L was in his head already. He was like, "Well, if
Over
you
there
lie,
ripping through
like
shit.
if you lie to me, dog, she don't know. She don't know." And it's like, damn, bro, to find her being able to like use her powers like this, like her being able to fucking do her jumps and all that little shit, like,
Mhm.
bro, she is fire. Howard, yeah. Training she's been doing. I think all that shit is really cool. I just really pray and hope that Hop doesn't die. Now that I think that they already teased it with that bullshit they did at the end of that last episode,
But yeah, that threw me. That
yeah,
fucked me
I
up.
was like, you better fucking not do that shit, man.
I was like, is he about to go blow
It's
himself
like,
up?
bro, no, because like even if he did do that, he should be smart enough to know that bro, like he probably would counter that in some regard. Like, let's not do it like that. Let's try to kill him. But I get it. Fire,
To be fair, he thought Vecna was being contained there.
contain. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
He
because
probably thought like
whatever they were doing,
was keeping him there.
yeah, because whatever they were doing was affecting Elle
Yeah,
to the point where she couldn't
she
use her
couldn't use
powers
her
at all.
powers. It was
So
just some
him
I could
thinking
assume.
that they're doing the same thing to him and having him confined, and he was like, "Yeah, I can just blow him up and get it over with."
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I'm happy that I think now that they teased that, like, oh, he's gonna die. Then I think he's
They
off.
already teased him
Yeah,
dying
that's what I'm saying.
twice
Twice
already.
already. So I think he's off the chessboard. But I think one of the kids, because that's gonna be the most painful. That's gonna be the most heart
Mhm.
wrenching and most painful for the people who love the show. and it's gonna be heart wrenching just seeing like, damn, bro, these motherfuckers.
Watch that shit be Lucas just as Max wakes up.
Man, nah, my nigga Lucas in pain, bro. He really like,
Yeah, watch that shit be Lucas just as she wakes up.
but she gonna get out. I know she's gonna get out.
She gonna wake up and he gonna take his last breath.
I was fucking happy for him. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Like, you haven't always been
But that's the
super
other
like cool to me because I've always known you've been the main character. But I just have never been like,
that
he
man
never was.
had that spidey sense.
Yeah, but he really did. That nigga touched the back of his neck.
That nigga fucking goosebumps. Yo, anytime some shit about to go down, nigga neck get cold.
Said,
I'm like,
well,
bro, you good?
shit, man.
I'm like, bro, did it just get cold in here? What? No.
Like, bro, you are seeing shit. It's like, no, sensing like Nina was on its way.
I'm like, bro, my neck cold. Something going on. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is,
So him
but
be,
something going on.
his powers awakening him. Dude, even the way he did that shit, did the way he broke all the motherfuckers, I was like, oh, this nigga's
But that's the thing that I was getting at is that if you go back and rewatch that scene, his eyes are the same color as Vecna.
yeah.
And the way he kills the Demigorgons is the same way Vecna kills his victims. Like the arms and legs scrunch up and then they just
Contort into
you know,
like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Bro,
the same exact way all around.
might end up being
That's why I was
Will.
like, hey.
Might end up being Will. It might end up being L. See L dying too.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see. We gonna see. I definitely picked
We
up
definitely is gonna
last
see.
couple of episodes. I think show you 4 episodes. It's a great start. Great start. So I'm definitely can't wait for the next shit to come. Damn, but well, should we been talking
Hey,
for an
we've been
hour?
hour and 45.
Okay.
Hour and 45. I was just about to
Decent
say, I think it's about
episode.
time
Yeah,
for this
let's wrap it
episode.
up. Let's wrap.
It's time to wrap this shit up. We've been at it, bro. But hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is going to be out on December 3rd. Yeah, this is going to be episode 3. This is going to be out for you guys December 3rd, which is Wednesday morning. I'm going to have it drop around like 10 a.m. But we appreciate y'all for listening in. I've been Keyblade Shinobi. You guys can follow me everywhere at Keyblade Shinobi. This episode will also be on YouTube. So if you guys want to head over to YouTube at Keyblade Shinobi, this episode will be there. And I will also send you the episode in case you want to post it too. Yep, this will be on YouTube. Like I said, at Keyblade Shinobi, if y'all want to see the visual rather than hearing us yap on for hour and 45, you know. But this will be there. Let them know your handles,
You
bro.
already know, it's your boy JB. I go by Fullmetal TVX, Fullmetal TTV on Twitch, and just Fullmetal TV. Follow me there, Fullmetal JB. TikTok. Follow me on any of my socials. Any in there, we got links there, and I'm gonna make sure I'll also be posting an episode on my YouTube channel. I'll see y'all there.
We will see y'all. And the next one, we definitely gonna have him back on.
For sure.
It's probably gonna be a recurring guest.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. We can make you an official co-star. We can make you an official co-star if you want, bro. Bro, this shit. That's what I'm saying. Yo,
like even our
yeah, bro.
love
You
for
want to do this
movies.
again next week? We can do it
We'll
again next week, bro.
We'll make sure we knock it out. So y'all will most likely see me again. And I hope y'all are enjoying the content. Y'all stay beautiful out there. Y'all stay comfortable out there. Check on your people. Stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, love on y'all loved ones for real. Time is short. We'll get at y'all next time. This has been Side Quest Sessions. I appreciate y'all for tuning in for real. It's been a fun almost 2 hours. Well, we'll catch y'all later.